Welcome children once again. This is video part 3 of lesson number 14 conjunctions, and in this video we learn subordinate conjunction. Subordinate conjunctions, they are used to join subordinate clauses with the main clause, and they come before a subordinate clause. That means subordinate clause will begin with a subordinating conjunctions. Now the question is, what are clauses? Clauses are words with a subject and a finite verb. And what is a finite verb? Finite verbs are those which help us to know the tense. They change according to the number of the subject and the pronoun also. The first person, they change according to first person, second person and third person pronoun. So in a way we can say, in other words we can say clauses are sentences, because if a group of words has a subject and a verb, it makes a complete sense. And when group of words containing a verb make a complete sense, it is a sentence. Now sentences are also divided into two on the basis of whether it can exist independently or whether it requires help of another sentence. Okay, so if a sentence, or I would say clause, here I will use clause in place of sentence, right? So if a clause can stand alone as a sentence, it is called as main clause or independent clause. Means it does not require help of any other sentence to complete its meaning. This is why independent clause. Whereas subordinate clause is a group of words with a subject and a finite verb that cannot stand alone. That means subordinate clause needs the help of main clause to complete its meaning. And how will we join subordinate clause to the main clause? With the help of subordinating conjunction. Now the easiest way to remember subordinating conjunctions are this is called as acronym. Okay, so OBIS is the acronym to remember subordinating conjunctions. These are 10 common ones. There are many more. So as of now in 7th standard, if you are thorough with these 10 subordinating conjunctions, it's more than enough. So A stands for although, A for after, A for as, then first W for while, W for when, U for until, B for because, B for before, I for if, and S for since. Now these subordinating conjunctions are also different types depending on their use. Uh, Subordinating conjunctions like before, since, till, after, they are used to express time, like in this example. The train had left before we reached the station. So before tells us indicates time, and if I divide the sentence into two, the first half will be the main clause because it tells us, it conveys a complete meaning, the train had left. But when I talk about the second part of the sentence, second half of the sentence, from before we reach the station, we need, it's an incomplete information, we need the help of the first part of the sentence. So the sentence or the second half of the sentence after before is subordinating clause, and the conjunction that joins it is before. There are other examples like wait here till I come. So wait here is the main clause, till I come back is the subordinate clause. Then in this example, we left for our homes after the program had ended. So principal clause or main clause is we left our homes, and subordinate clauses after the program had ended. Why? Because after is a subordinating conjunction. So subordinating, all the words that come after subordinating conjunctions will be subordinating clause. I have not seen since he left this city. So the main clause is I have not seen him, and the subordinate clause is from since to the last word, since he left this city. Now where and wherever are two subordinating conjunctions that express place. I shall go wherever I want to. So wherever here is talking about the place. And then subordinating conjunction of purpose are so that, lest, in order that. Examples are we eat so that we may live. it is telling us the purpose. We eat is the main clause. So that we may live is telling the purpose. Now play games is a complete sentence, the main clause. In order that your health may improve. So in order that your health may improve is a subordinate clause, and in order that is your subordinating conjunction. Study hard lest you should fall. Study hard, the main clause. Lest you should fail is the subordinating clause, which is joined by subordinating conjunction lest. We use as, because and since to join subordinating clauses which mention reason. So since uh, reason is being joined with the main clause, that is why we call as, because, since as subordinating conjunctions of reason. Since he was not there, I left a message with his mother. It can be, this sentence can be read either ways. I left a message with his mother since he was not there. So since he was not there is the part of the reason, or is the reason. Since is subordinating conjunction and the rest of the sentence is subordinating clause. He was promoted. Why? The reason because he was efficient. So because is subordinating conjunction of reason, and the rest highlighted yellow part is subordinating clause. As he was not ready, he left without him. What is the reason we left without him? The reason is he was not ready. So as is subordinating conjunction, as the yellow highlighted part of the sentence is subordinating clause. Subordinating conjunctions of result. Whenever we talk about the result, then we use so that. He was so weak that he could not walk. He was so hot that we couldn't go out. So we couldn't go out and he could not walk are the result. Subordinating conjunctions of condition means they are used to join condition with the main clause. If, unless provided that. I will go abroad. What is the condition? If I get a job. So if I get a job, the highlighted part of the sentence is subordinating clause, and if is the subordinating conjunction because it is joining the two parts. Then the second is he won't help you. What is the condition? Unless you ask him. So unless is a subordinating conjunction and it joins the subordinating clause. This entire is subordinating clause. The last example, it looks as if it might rain. So if, as if, it might rain, if here is a subordinating conjunction and if it might rain is the subordinating clause. Next, subordinating conjunctions of contrast. To show contrast, we use though and although. Although he is ill, he is always cheerful. Now, a person who is ill is normally not cheerful, right? So, these are two contrast sentences which are highlighting the contrast. He doesn't earn much though he works hard. Now, people who work hard are known to earn very well, right? But in spite of working hard, the person is not able to earn much. So, this is a contrasting situation talking about a contrast. Subordinating conjunctions of comparison. Than and as. He is taller than me. Here, it is talking about comparison. I am as healthy as you are. Again, a comparison between two people, right? So, as is used to highlight or to show comparison. Children, this is all about subordinating conjunctions. Now, please do revise all the subordinating conjunctions. There's going to be a link for reference video. In that video, you'll come across a new acronym for subordinating conjunction, that is wishbone. And it's a song. I'm sure you're going to enjoy the song on subordinating conjunctions. Thank you.